I lose with one of the best in the boxing history. I learn a lot, and I say, look, one day I'm gonna be the best fighter.
Floyd would be the first one to say he decided to face Canelo at 23 because he knew, give him a couple more years, he's gonna beat the crap out of me.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. I am super disgusted. I just watched the build-up for the highly anticipated showdown that's going to take place next Saturday in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium, September 13th, between two first ballot Hall of Famers. 2 pound-for-pound top 10 fighters. One includes the undefeated 4-division world champion, 2-division undisputed champion, and the reigning pound-for-pound king, Terrence Bud Crawford, who has 41 wins, no losses, no draw, 31 wins by way of knockout. The other is going to feature another first ballot Hall of Famer, 4-division champion, 2-time undisputed super middleweight, and reigning undisputed super middleweight, Mexican superstar boxer Saul Canelo Alvarez, who is 63 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins by way of knockout. With that said, Claudia Trajos and Canelo Alvarez, in the build-up, 2 episodes, shouts out to Netflix, shouts out to His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh. They had 2 episodes of essentially 24/7 that was created by Floyd Mayweather, the man we're going to discuss here. And in this build-up, as I always say, boxing is the Wild Wild West, right? You can live in fantasy land. You can make up your own narratives and make it true. And as we just heard, Claudia Trajos, she makes a ridiculous statement, as well as Canelo makes a ridiculous statement regarding the retired, legendary, iconic Hall of Fame superstar boxer, 5-division world champion, former pound-for-pound king, former pay-per-view king, the man formerly known as Money, formerly known as Pretty Boy, now known as TBE, the best ever, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd Mayweather retired 50 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 wins by way of knockout. One of those 50 wins was Canelo Alvarez in 2013, where he absolutely dominated Canelo Alvarez. And this is just proof that they are not going to give Terrence Crawford his credit and his just due should he beat Canelo Alvarez. They're going to find a reason, a rhyme and a reason to make up as to why he won. So here, as you heard, Claudia Trajos, she says that Canelo Alvarez was cherry-picked by Floyd Mayweather at 23. In this build-up, 24/7, she boldly says that Floyd Mayweather would tell you. No, he would not. She says Floyd Mayweather himself would tell you that I had to get Canelo right now at 23. Because if I waited a few more years, he would beat the crap out of me. No, he would not say that. And furthermore, let's tell the truth. This is why we cannot have people with agendas on these major platforms pressing a narrative to mislead the casual boxing fans who will believe what she just said and don't know the details. So she says this, right? Let's listen again.
Win, but I lose with one of the best in the boxing history. I learn a lot, and I say, look, one day I'm gonna be the best fighter.
Floyd would be the first one to say he decided to face Canelo at 23 because he knew, give him a couple more years, he's gonna beat the crap out of me.
He decided to face Canelo at 23 because he knew, give him a couple of years, he's gonna beat the crap out of me. Floyd would be the first to admit that. That's a lie. First of all, let's get something straight. Let's get something straight. Canelo became a world champion at 20 years old. Floyd became a world champion at 20 years old. Mike Tyson became a world champion 20 years old. Muhammad Ali as well. The difference is Muhammad Ali beat a legend in Sonny Liston. Floyd Mayweather beat a legend in Gennaro Hernandez. Mike Tyson beat a great fighter. Canelo beat Ricky Hatton, brother, Matthew Hatton. Let's get that straight. Number 2, by the time Canelo fought Floyd Mayweather, he had 40 plus fights, 5 title defenses, and a unification bout against the second best fighter or third best fighter in his division in Austin Trout, before fighting Floyd Mayweather, who was a slick southpaw who beat Miguel Cotto. And his trainer, Eddie Reynoso, stated that they thought and believed that Canelo was more than ready. But they realized that Floyd Mayweather dissects his opponents and broke him down. And she says that Floyd cherry-picked him. No, Floyd was trying to build up a future fight with Canelo, putting Canelo on his undercard, and Canelo got too big for his britches. Canelo was the one that called out Floyd, and Floyd said, let's give it time to build up. And the whole boxing world started saying Floyd was ducking Canelo, and Canelo started going on a campaign talking about Floyd Mayweather's ducking me, and if he don't fight me next, I'm never fighting on another card of his. Then he says, if he wants, I'll fight him at a catchweight. So Floyd said, okay, no problem. If you want to do this right now, and you feel you ready, let's make it happen. And we'll do it at 152 since you said you want to do a catchweight. Floyd didn't ask for a catchweight. He didn't have a rehydration clause. That's another lie. I saw somebody on the Boxing Voice said, shouts out to Ness in the Boxing Voice. Somebody in the Boxing Voice said that Floyd Mayweather had a rehydration clause. No, he did not. There was no rehydration clause on Floyd Mayweather, on Canelo Alvarez. He rehydrated to over 165 plus. There was no rehydration clause. And the only reason they had a catchweight is because Canelo Alvarez put the carriage before the horse and felt like if he put that out there and asked for a catchweight, then Floyd would take the bait. He pushed for this fight at 23 years old. Floyd told him to wait. And Floyd was 36 years old and was seen to be past his prime. So how you going to sit there and say that Floyd Mayweather chose the fight? No, he didn't choose the fight. Canelo pushed for the fight. Tell the people the truth. There was no rehydration clause. And the only reason it was a catchweight is because Canelo put the carriage before the horse, feeling like he wanted to throw the bait out there to bait Floyd Mayweather into taking the fight. And say, I'll fight you at a catchweight. And Floyd said, okay, no problem. I'm going to hold you to it. Period. And he had a fight at welterweight. Canelo did. So fighting at a catchweight 152, no rehydration clause. He wasn't weight drained. There was no rehydration clause. Just tell the people the truth. He got outclassed by a better fighter. Point blank and period. That's it. That's all. That's it, that's all. Many people suffered the same fate when it came to Floyd Mayweather. He ain't the only one. 50 others suffered the same fate. And got embarrassed. Diego Corrales. The late, great Diego Corrales. Manny Pacquiao. I got a shoulder injury, salt water. Everybody got an excuse when they get outclassed. Because they talk big talk before they get in the ring with him. And as he says, it looked different from the outside than once you get in here. Once you get in here, it's going to be completely different than how it looked from the outside. They get outclassed, they get embarrassed, and they come up with excuses. So how dare she sit there and say that Floyd Mayweather would be the first one to tell you that if he would have waited a couple years, he would have beat the crap out of me. First of all, Floyd's ego is too big for that. His competitive nature is too much for that. He would never say such a thing. Even if he believed it, he would never say it publicly or to anyone. That's ridiculous. He got outclassed. Floyd didn't run like everybody assumed he was going to do, run. No, he stayed in the pocket and outclassed Canelo. At 36, going on 37 years old. And a naturally smaller guy. who only had 2 fights above 147. Prior to that was Cotto and Oscar De La Hoya. Please stop. This is just the indication. Now let's get into what Canelo Alvarez said. Canelo Alvarez gets on there and boldly tells a lie himself. He gets on here and tells the world that Terence Crawford is a great fighter, and he pushed for this fight because he wanted to test himself against the best. A lie. Another lie. You said on numerous occasions you had no interest in fighting Terence Crawford because you wouldn't get no credit for beating Terence Crawford. Then you said you needed $150 million if people want you to fight Terence Crawford. The thing is, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh came up with the $150 million. And now you took the fight. You wasn't fighting Terence Crawford out of legacy. You was looking to fight Terence Crawford because of the money. So they offered you the right amount of money and you took the fight. You didn't push for the fight with Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford pushed for the fight with you. Terence Crawford was pushing for the fight. Where he told Turki, I want the fight, and Turki said he too big. And you were saying you was too big. But Turki just said, okay, if you really want this fight, Crawford, I'll put the money up and give Canelo what he's looking for to make the fight happen. And that's what he did. And you took the fight. Don't act like you was pushing for this fight with another great fighter, the best. So he goes on to say, we needed the best 2 fighters of this generation to fight, me and Terence Crawford. That's not what you were saying. You said he beat nobody. Come on, man. This is why it's important to have the correct people in a position of power to direct the sport of boxing in the right direction, because they'll mislead the casual fans and have the casual fans run around with this misconception and these false narratives. It's nasty work, man. But let me know what y'all think. Drop a comment in the comment section. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.